name is Comrade Murtala Muhammed. I'm the MP for Tamale Central and also the Minister responsible for Environment, Science and Technology. I grew up in a very large family. My father was an Islamic cleric. He was an imam, he was a businessman, and he was a farmer. My father was doing virtually everything. In our house, we constant. Breakfast was constant for everybody. Lunch was constant for everybody. And it was not only in our house, in many homes in in northern Ghana. Even the rural areas, you still find that Satulga, Wuntang Sam, that is afternoon meal. So my father, it was constant. And one thing that I learned from my father and so almost all my other siblings, we make sure that we don't lack food in our house, honestly. And if you ask my wife, she will tell you, as far as food, and make sure that all the time there should always be food, not just for our family, but even those who would come. And he taught us certain values that I appreciate and which I instill in my kids. Values of sincerity and honesty. I don't pretend, and it's not just me. Almost all my other brothers and sisters, and we share. You know, we have the habit of sharing and caring for people. That was the kind of man my Alhaji Ibrahim Muhammad was. My father encouraged all of us to be serious in the business. My father was a businessman. All his wives had stores in the Tamale market. When we were very little, before the Tamale market was burnt as one of the excesses of the June 4th, the 31st December revolution. By 4:30, my father is going to the mosque. He wake me at 4:30 a.m. I follow him to the mosque. So when we come back from the mosque around 5:15, 5:20, I'll come and sit and start reading the Quran, and my chop money is on the table. So the chop money was conditioned to me reading the Quran. And so, I could not avoid chop money. So every morning, follow him to the mosque. When we come back, we sit. I finish reading, then I take my chop money. That's what my father did until I completed the entire Quran. And it's good. I used to read full Quran every month, at least with my busy schedule, at least every month I finish one. These days I'm so lazy, except during Ramadan. Because Ramadan I make sure at least I finish it 2 times or once. And it was good. So this, apart from reading a Quran, which is a religious duty, for me it was also instilling in us the discipline of hard work, that you need to work for everything you wanted. My father could have decided to be giving me the chop money, but he conditioned my taking the chop money to go to school on me sitting to read the Quran. So that discipline, that hard work is something that in those days, any elderly person can correct you and whip you and lash you if you did something that was. So there were a lot of people who were looking up to. You can't pinpoint one. Anybody within the vicinity had a responsibility to protect and to ensure that you grew up to be a responsible person. In the North, we are communal in nature. That is how our culture, our values are. We are communal in nature. If you ask any northern politician in any part of the North, they will tell you that in going to school, people come and give you sugar. Some will give you gari, some will give you. You are not even related to them, but they know that, okay, this boy living in this house is attending University of Ghana or KNUST. Oh, they are about to resume school. He may not have children who are going to university. We had this assistance. So when you have a privileged position, as far as I'm concerned, I see it as a position that is not just for me or for my wife and children. I see it as a position that is for everybody. My kids love me and I love them. They love me dearly. They have so much. They see me as a superhero figure. Kids think that their father can do everything. And they are very disciplined. They know that at this time they need to go to bed. And I remember I got home and then one is, apart from the elder one who is in secondary school, the other one is 8 to 9, the other one is 6 to 7, the other one is 4 to 5, 2 years difference. And I got home and they said, when I got home, they started laughing. And I asked, Daddy, anytime you come, have you brushed your teeth? Go to bed. I know these are kids, and the need for them to go to bed. And what I still have you prayed, that is very significant. In the morning, when I wake up, you know, Muslims, you have to do the Fajr prayer. Of course, I wouldn't wake them up at that time. So usually they wake up at 6 o'clock. So whereas I wake up at 4:30 and my wife to pray, then they will wake up at 6 because they need to have enough sleep. But the moment they wake up, the first thing I ask them to do is to go and pray. You know, they pray. When I come back from work, that's the first thing. Have you prayed? Have you brushed your teeth? And one thing, I don't promise them if I know I can't deliver. Sometimes I'm going out because I've noticed that kids, once you promise, they will ask you. Just the day before yesterday, I was going out and one of them said she wanted ice cream. And I don't encourage them. I don't like them taking sweets. So I forgot when I got home. The first thing, Daddy, you promised. So the following day, I nearly got home. Then when I remembered that I promised, I had to go back. And the moment I got home, they came out to the compound. Daddy, I promise, your promise. So promise is very, because once kids get to realize that when you promise, you deliver, they will also inculcate that. Because children, their brains like tableau raiser, like Sigmund Freud said. I saw a video, I think in China, where they videotaped fathers and their struggle. Those who work in factories, those who carry blogs, and they showed the videos to the kids. And at that age, all the kids were crying uncontrollably. They brought the video. That's what China, they do. They brought the videos, how fathers are struggling just to get something on the table for the families. And when the kids, and I mean kids of 3 years, 4 years, almost every child in that class was crying, the video I saw, because they could easily relate. Maybe perhaps they never valued the kinds of things their parents were doing, particularly their fathers. They just come home, there's food on the table. They don't know how the food came about. They want to go to school, chop money. The chop money is given by the father. They need new clothing, the father, but they don't know how. So when they saw those videos, they realized that no, we need to attach more premium and importance to our parents, particularly our fathers. Mine is just to let people understand that fathers go through a lot of challenges and tribulations just to ensure that kids, the family, live comfortably. So we need to value and appreciate the things fathers do. I'm not saying that all fathers are the same. There are some fathers who are absolutely responsible. It is the responsibility of every father to provide as long as you can afford them. But trust me, fathers are wonderful beings.